Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to do a little kit up today. I've got two kits which are these huge stickers from Onedaysaving.com. If you remember, I got them in August, so if you want to see the full unboxing and all the measurements and details and everything, then if you look in One Day Savings playlist, they're in the August one, the trick or treat. Actually, this one's no tricks, only treats. And this one is Halloween. So I've got the drills out ready. I've got my labels on with, I've got my label on the canvas and I've got my label on the drills, so I know which is which. Which is which? Boom. So yeah, I thought I better get these done for Halloween. I've been looking for them and I'd actually put them away in my folders. I thought I'd left them out ready to do, and for whatever reason I'd put them away nicely and neatly and I couldn't find them. Try looking in the place where they should be, Liz. Anyway, so yeah, because this one has 20 colours and because this one has 13 and they do have DMC codes on the canvas, so I will be keeping the drills. I decided I would kit them up rather than just working from the bags as I normally do with like a special drill or a partial canvas. So we'll do the bigger one first and see how we are for time, and then we'll do the smaller one. So I've decided to use my these are lipstick holders. The original one that I bought actually came in a kit from Amazon, and it did come with all diamond painting stuff as well, but you can buy them separately. There's this is the 18, there's also, I think it's an 8, and then I've also bought the bigger one which is the 28. So it just saves you getting a bigger size of storage out when you know that it's going to be quite a quick little project to do, rather than using your little zip cases, which are my favourites, but I'm still getting to use my favourite storage, which is the little bottles with the screw top lids. So that's an 18 to go with that one because that one only has 13 colours. And I've got the 28 out because this is a 20 colours, so I won't be using them all, but I did think, well, at least you know, I've got some spares. I don't think there's a huge amount of each drill, so they should all fit in one. And then I have got, when I find it, my glow in the dark, which I got from my October unboxing from One Day Saving. So I've got some little pumpkin coloured glow in the dark gems as well, which I will be swapping out for hopefully one of these colours. So I'm going to put, because they're in a bag that isn't resealable, I'm going to put these in one of the jars as well, and then I can use them on both canvases as I go through it and see what matches up best, or swap out one of the colours. So I've not got DMC codes on the little tubs. What I tend to do is just leave these with the numbers on, and then when I kit down I will have to use the little key code that's on the well, it's a sticker, and just take it sort of number 1 is 318 and do it that way. So it'll take a little bit longer rather than them being on the bottles. Some of these bottles are actually slightly different sizes, I've just realised. Because these bottles come, I seem to find they're fairly standard, but you get the little fat round ones that are a bit wider, and then they get taller, thinner ones which are taller but not as wide. So they still hold more or less the same amount of drills. But yeah, this is sort of like, well, it's like a class at school, you know, they're all slightly different sizes. So we'll start at number 1. Oh, I better grab a tray as well. It seems like ages since I've kitted up. I've been doing so many special drills. I'm on a real special drill kick at the moment. I've got my lovely pair of scissors, my butterfly scissors with all the rainbows on, and I've got my little little wheelie bin as well. I think this came from One Day Saving as well. They're quite handy for just putting your trash in as you're going along kitting up, so we've got that as well. So we will start on number 1. Okay, the canvas number is on the gems, but there is no DMC codes on these gem packets. It is only on the canvas. So yeah, that's another reason for kitting it up. Okay, oh, that's a really big bag for just a few little gems there, but anyway, I'll get those put in. So I've got my little bin look to pop them in as well. If I start going wrong, shout, won't you? Because you know what I'm like. Now, a really good tip when you're opening these bags, which somebody pointed out to me, which is so obvious when you know, yeah, and I say whenever I do something, if I can find the hard way to do it, I will do it the hard way, is you get your little packet, and rather than opening it that way and fighting with like these edges, if you open it from the edge that's sealed with the corner that way, then you don't have this sealed edge to contend with. You can just pour out from the folded edge, which just makes a little bit more sense and makes them a little bit easier to pour. So it's definitely one of those things. It's easy when you know how, and if you've not thought of it, great little tip. I think that might have been Jeanette that told me that one. I can't quite remember, but thank you to whoever did, because yeah, it really helped. Sorry, I'm just turning all these the right way around as I go along, because everything has to be in neat rows and tidy. So yeah, we'll just get these done. It will just be a quick kitting up, and I'll have a little bit of a chat, because we've been up to quite a bit. There's been a few things going on. So I hope everybody is doing okay, and life is treating you as kindly as possible. And big hugs and sloppy licks from Millie for anybody that needs them. I know there's some people going through some tough times at the moment, and I do send out big healing hugs to you all. So yeah, we've had our wedding anniversary, our 25th wedding anniversary. Goodness me, 25 years, can't believe it. We didn't have a party, but we did go out for a meal, which was lovely. I was driving, so I mean, we're not big drinkers anyway, and to be honest, with the medication hubby's on, he just had half a lager, which knocked him out for like the rest of the day, and most of the next day as well. He just slept. So I don't think we'll be doing that again. Yeah, I mean, you know, he used to, well, we've never really gone out drinking a lot, because we always had the children at the weekends. They're hubby's children, they're my stepchildren, but we've been together, as I say, a long time. And yeah, they used to come every weekend. We used to go and collect them and take them out. So we never really had sort of a social life of our own. It was always a social life with the children, as it were. And then we used to have them in school holidays as well. So, you know, we never went out to pubs and things, because we always had the kids. But that's fine, because we had some fantastic times with the kids. We've had really good, happy memories, and we used to take them to different places on a weekend and things like that. So yeah, we had a really good time with them. But you just get out of the habit of drinking. I mean, when I was younger, gosh, like when I was 18, I was in nightclubs, and you'd be drinking and you'd be merry with your friends and everything. You know, it was just things that we did. And yeah, then I met hubby, and he had his 2 children, and yeah, we just, well, we didn't have the money to go out either. I just need another little container. Right, I'm just gonna have to put a number 7 on that one. So let me just grab some washi tape, which I'll just put over the top there, so that leaves that one on. And I'll now just grab a little label. I didn't think I'd have quite so many, but anyway, we have, so we work with what we've got. And I'll put a number 7 on the top there. If it comes off the one underneath, it does, but we'll try and keep it. I'll put a little thing across as well. We'll do a continental 7, so that we know which one it is. Oh, I missed the pot. Good job I had the tray there. Oh, and one's escaped. Look, come on, get in there with your friends. So yeah, we just used to, whenever we went out, we always had the children with us. And yeah, spent our spare cash on them instead, which yeah, is great. It was great. As I say, we've got lots of happy memories. We had a lovely time with them. And then obviously the grandkids came along, so then we're going out with the grandkids as well. We did used to work a lot of hours as well. When I first met hubby, we were, oh gosh, both working like 50, 60 hours a week. We used to alternate our weekends off as well, so that we could have the children and things like that. You know, it was not a sacrifice as such, just, you know, changing your routine, I suppose. But anyway, so yeah, that was us. And so yeah, we went out for 25 years, our wedding anniversary. I wanted to have a party. Hubby said, oh no, he didn't want to have a party. He does get a little bit, well, he gets quite self-conscious, people looking at him in his wheelchair and things. And he just wanted a quiet time, really. So that's what we did. I'm just going to put a line under that, because that is number 9, and I don't want to get these muddled up. And I've just realised that these numbers, that's number 9, are practically identical, and that's number 6. Because as I say, if there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, I will always do it the wrong way. Right, so now we are starting on A. Shall I write A, B, C? Oh, it's A, C, D. Oh, A, C, D. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I'm going to write these out, so I just need a little bit of washi tape on each of these. The safe, the numbers don't stay on. I've got plenty more numbers. I tend to get them in different kits and things. But it just means that the labels don't stick to your tubs quite so much. And yeah, I don't use scissors. It's years of using double-sided tape, card making. Yeah, I very rarely use a pair of scissors. So I just need to go up to number 20. I don't need to do them all. And then hopefully it will come off a little bit easier. Washi tape does tear very easily. It is only very, very thin and very, very see-through. Okay, and they don't have to be neat. Oh, she says. Trying hard not to look at them. I do prefer things neat, but anyway, I'm just not going to look. Right, so we now want labels with, what did I do with my pen? It's there. So we want an A, C, D, F, H, K, oops, so my writing is appalling, N, O, P, S and T. So yep, okay, so we're starting at 10, oops, 11. Bet you didn't think you were going to be sitting watching me putting labels on things, did you, today? 12, oops, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, sorry, can't count now either, dear, 15, 16, as long as I can read it, that's all that matters, 17, 18, 19, 20, yay. So is the other one the same? Yes, it is, so I'll have to put letters on that one as well, but that's okay. We can do that. Right. So back to where we were. We want A now, don't we? Now let's not put them in the wrong tubs. Yeah, so anyway, we had a nice meal. We left Millie Moo at home. Our neighbour was out, so... But hubby had this massive mixed grill, which is like steak and sausage and pork steak and chicken and just absolutely loads of it. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but he couldn't eat it all. So the bits that he didn't eat, we brought home. I have always got little bags in my handbag, so we can have like a doggy bag. And it was actually a doggy bag because we brought it home for the doggy. So yeah, she got a treat as well. And thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really funny because like I walked in the door and I had the bits of meat in my handbag and you could see like, oh, it's you, you know, like dogs do when you walk through the door. And then actually I'm just going to put a line under there as well so that I know it's a C because my writing's appalling. And yeah, so she's sort of like, she's like, oh, it's you, it's you, it's you. And then all of a sudden her nose sort of like went, right up in there, and then went and she's sniffing, and then she followed my handbag all the way into the kitchen. It was really, really funny. It was like somebody had put a spell on her and she just sort of like followed her nose into the kitchen. So yeah, she knew there was no hiding that we had bought her something. Should have taken the lid off this one first, Liz. That's with talking. Hey dear. Once I get on about Millie Moo, I don't stop, do I? Yeah, our neighbours have been having a fight with MS3, it's called. It's a local internet company, because I don't know whether I've ever mentioned it. I probably have. Here in the Hull area, we have Kingston Communications, which, other than Jersey, is the only private telephone company in the country. All the others are owned by big corporations and everything. My grandma's sister, my great auntie, used to work for them when there were Hull telephones, and now, you know, the Kingston Communications. And yeah, so we can only have their broadband because that's the only wires and everything that are in. But all the wires that we've got are all underground. And all these new companies now have been told that they're allowed to put new different broadbands in, which may be a cheaper price or maybe not. We've always just moaned a lot about Kingston Communications because it's like a monopoly. You know, you've got to have it, and you've got to pay the price. So whatever price it is, you know, and it includes the telephone as well. Whereas, you know, if you go to like British Telecom or whatever they're called these days, you can have different providers, and you know, sometimes you can get some really good deals and things, which we miss out on all the deals and everything. But anyway, these new companies are now starting to come in, but because Kingston Communications are going to charge them for using their wires, which are all underground, all these new companies now are putting in these huge telegraph poles to put all their phone things onto, all their internet things, phone things onto. And there's quite a lot of objections going on because they're very close to some people's driveways or where they sometimes park the cars, and it's made it really awkward. They don't have to have planning permission for putting these poles up anymore, apparently. So a lot of our neighbours have been out protesting. They've been putting the cars over where the pole is supposed to go, and there's been quite a protest. They've been on the local news programmes and the national news programme as well. Anyway, yesterday the police got involved and told everybody that if they didn't move the cars, then the cars would be towed away. So they did put up 4 poles yesterday. I'm sort of, well, I don't know. To be honest, I admire the protest. You know, everybody's got a right to protest. But we've just got so much going on with hubby, and he can't sit outside in the wheelchair anyway. And I can't do with conflict anymore. I'm past that stage now. I don't want any conflicts in my life. And yeah, but these poles are just enormous, and I feel like we've gone like 40 years back in time. You know, the telephone companies and everybody have worked so hard to like get rid of telegraph poles so that everything's underground, so that when we get like high winds and everything, then they, you know, they don't get knocked over, the wires and things don't come out or whatever, and everything's a bit more protected. And now we're putting them all back up again, and it's like, why? You know, it's, well, it's all to do with money. They say it's a lot more expensive and this is the cheapest way of doing it. And my cynical self just thinks, yeah, it's cheaper to you, but I bet you're not passing it on to us. I bet we still pay the same price whether it's underground or whether it's on a pole. But anyway, so that's been quite fun. There's a Facebook group set up that I've sort of joined, and they've got petitions going up and everything. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'd like one of them outside my house. They are huge. They're really, I'm just trying to think, I mean, they're a really big, thick pole. Did somebody say that they're 8 meters tall? No, that sounds quite a lot. 20, no, they can't be as tall as that. But they are, they're as tall as the house. They're taller than the street lamps. you know, they are quite imposing. And one of the friends around the corner that has another little Scotty dog called Oscar that Millie Moo, our little Scotty dog, plays with. She's got one either side of her driveway, so as she pulls up onto her driveway, she's got one there and one there. And yeah, it can be quite imposing, you know, it's not brilliant. And they do make a noise as well, apparently. I'd not realised that, but apparently they do make a noise. So yeah, that's been quite fun. Quite a bit of protest going on in the close. And yeah, we're like a little estate set apart from the other estates. There's another little estate next to us. They had protests there as well. And there's groups all over the city actually setting them up. I know a lot of people are saying, well, you've wanted cheaper broadband for ages. Well, yes, we have, but why can't you use the technology that we've already got? Why are we suddenly having to have poles back up again? You know, it's like going back to the dark ages. We'll be having telephones on wires next and having to dial people. If you're old enough to remember that. Yeah, if you ever want to confuse somebody that was born after the millennium, then yeah, give them a dial telephone and say, just ring your grandma. Okay, that's that one kitted up. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, so this one is our Halloween. This one is only 13 colours. So I do want some more labels. I need to go up to 13. So it's up to... Oops, looking at the wrong one. Let me just put these in the end one for starters, so that I don't spill them all over. Get them contained. That's it. And hopefully I will remember what these are. If I come on camera in a week's time or so and say, can anybody remember what I was doing with these? Just shout at me. They're the ones that glow in the dark, Liz. And I've got a memory like a goldfish. Right, so it does go 1 to 9, so I want A, C, D and F. Okay, so A, C, D and F. Right, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. These look like they're brighter colours actually. We've got a lot more oranges, but I suppose that's because the moon is like this orange glowing colour. So where are we starting? Number 1 is 310. Yeah, so again, there's no DMC codes on the bags. They are just on the canvas there. Right, don't need that. And I want number 1. Okay. And put these in here and cut them from the right side again. It does work a lot better cutting them from the right side. Brilliant tip, that. So yeah, hospital wise, we had somebody's now started doing some grinding of something. Apologies for the noise. I'll carry on and hope it doesn't go on too long. Yeah, hubby's had his appointment last week, and unfortunately his kidney function is now at the danger level, so we are having to look into him having dialysis. So they rang us up after we've already been and seen the surgeon that puts the tubes in your tummy or tubes in your arm, depending on which dialysis you have, whether you're at home or whether you're at hospital or whatever. They've now decided that he didn't really look at hubby's arms, and they want to put both types in at once just in case one doesn't work. It's because of previous surgeries, previous things that have happened to him, previous things he had done while he was in intensive care, that there might be scarring, and then he did get sepsis in his arms as well the year after he'd got it in his legs. And yes, so he's got very, very scarred arms as well, so they might not be able to do his arms, so they're going to do both. And apparently when they put it into you, they put the tubes into your arms for the dialysis to go through, 40% of them don't work first time round, and it does take 6 weeks for them to settle down before you can actually use them. So time is of the essence now. The dialysis isn't going to start until after Christmas, I wouldn't think, by the time we've got everything done and everything's tested and up and working properly. So yeah, when we saw the consultant last week, it was a case of, well, we're going to have to do both. So hubby's not a happy bunny, which, you know, it's not nice being prodded and poked and having all these different things done. But yeah, so that's what's going on with us at the moment. So next week we've got 2 hospital appointments and a doctor's appointment. So time is just flying by on these things. It's a good job I've got a calendar, and they keep sending me text messages saying, don't forget you have this appointment here. And then I managed to miss my own appointment for I think it was breast screening, so I've got to make that appointment again as well, which is really naughty of me. Yes, I've got to do that. They sent me a letter and I'd forgotten all about it. So I'm one of those bad people that doesn't turn up for appointments. Oh dear. So I've got a memory like a sieve, and I hadn't written that down, unfortunately. I must have seen it on my phone and thought, oh, that's all right, it's only for me. And I'm so caught up in getting all hubby's things done and getting everything right for him, I forget about myself. But anyway, I think that's just the life of a carer, isn't it, really? You do tend to forget about yourself. But yeah, if anything happens to me, I don't know what he's going to do. So I do need to look after myself as well. I know that. Oh dear. Anyway, but we're fine, and we'll muddle through and we'll see where we end up. We've got a hospital appointment with the eye specialist as well to just go and check up on his eye operations and his chips in his bionic eyes, as I say to him. Tell you, I don't know, about 25 years, if I ever get another one, I definitely want a full MOT first. This one's had more replacement bits than I know what to do with. Oh dear. Oh no, I don't think I could go through all that dating and everything again. I think I'd just get another dog. Oh dear. Alright, so nearly at the end of these. Oh, we did go to Hull Fair. I did pop a video at the end of one of my previous videos in the last couple of days, so if you want to go and check that one out, go and have a look. It was good fun. We just went for a wander round. Nobody fell over, which was amazing. Hubby did decide to go underneath this barrier on the road. Instead of going round or letting somebody lift it up for him or whatever, he decided he's going to try and limbo underneath it. And he nearly fell backwards. Fortunately, I was there to sort of catch the chair and keep pushing him forwards. Yeah, so he's now got a new sport of limbo dancing in his wheelchair. I said, can you warn me next time before you do these things? Yeah, my heart was in my mouth. I thought, oh no, don't do that. I can't do with you falling. Anyway. And yeah, there was a man and a little boy sat on a pavement eating a hot dog or something and watching him, and the man just said to him, "Whoa, that was good. Are you going to try it again?" I said, "No, he flipping isn't." Oh dear. Yeah, at least the man was, you know, I think he'd have been there to help me if I'd have needed help. But anyway, so there was no accidents and we did okay. Right, so just a little bit of a chat there and a little bit of a kitting up. Quite a quick one because there's not a huge amount to do. I'll have to go and empty my little wheelie bin now. I don't like these. They just hold all your little bags just to keep them contained so they don't go all over the desk. So I now have 2 kitted up little, well, they're actually, as I say, stickers. They're not canvases, but yeah, great fun to do. Get these done and then decide where I'm putting them. Love this one. Absolutely love this one with the little gonks on. So yeah. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. If you have, as always, a thumbs up is very much appreciated. Any comments or questions in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you want to come back and see what we get up to next, see these finished, and join our little family, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell next to it, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up, so you're not going to miss anything. Yay! Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.